Hey, it's Jenny B from vitalitybyjenny.com, and today I wanted to ask you, do you feel like you have to stop eating sugar or carbohydrate-rich foods if you have Candida overgrowth? Well, today I wanted to talk about this a little bit and give you some food for thought and see what you think. So, in my opinion, and from a lot of my research, I don't think that sugar actually causes Candida overgrowth. In fact, it's our diet that is too high in fat that actually causes this. And see, what happens when we eat a diet that's too high in fat, which nearly all of us do, is the fat goes into our bloodstream and it hangs around there and coats everything in sight. So it coats our cells, it coats the insulin that's supposed to be bringing sugar into our cells, it coats the sugar itself and the insulin receptor sites on the cells, it coats everything. And this coating really interferes with the communication between all of these different parts. And this makes it very hard for the insulin to actually get the sugar from the bloodstream into the cell where it can be used. So you can see how if we eat a diet that's always high in fat, then our blood sugar levels are always going to be constantly high as well. And so Candida is there kind of as our backup plan, because having a healthy blood sugar level is extremely important, and it's so important that we have this backup plan. So Candida only blooms, or it only has an overgrowth when there's too much sugar in the blood. And it eats away all the sugar, and as soon as it's eaten all this excess sugar, then the Candida starts to die, fairly quickly. And it would normally just go away to where you wouldn't, not all the way, but it would go down to where you wouldn't have any symptoms from having Candida in your system. So what happens when we eat a continuously high amount of fat each and every day, which we all do, or most of us all do, then the sugar never goes away either. There's always high amounts of sugar in the blood, and so the Candida is always blooming, it's always overgrowing. And that means that you'll always have these Candida symptoms. So what people normally like to do is to stop eating sugar or stop eating carbohydrate-rich foods which break down into sugar. And this will, of course, help alleviate the symptoms of Candida overgrowth, but it doesn't really get rid of the problem, as you can see. So you can go along with this whole not eating sugar, not eating carbohydrate-rich foods for, as long as you can try anyway, but pretty soon you are going to start getting angry, and then you're going to binge. And I know this because our bodies, every single cell in our bodies runs on simple sugars. Our brain runs on simple sugars. Everything runs and functions well because everything gets broken down into simple sugars so that we can use it. So if you're going a long time without eating carbohydrate-rich foods or sugars themselves, then your body's going to go into panic mode, and it is going to make you binge on these carbohydrate-rich foods. And you're going to feel like a failure, and you're going to think, what's wrong with me? But no, it's really just your body. It's your natural body saying, I need food. I need energy. Give it to me. So you can see how this is just really a no-win situation long-term. So what I do suggest that you try out, and you can just experiment if you're kind of closed-minded off, to this idea right now because all you've ever heard before is that sugar causes Candida. I understand that, but your body is the best place to learn new knowledge and to prove it to yourself. See which way works. So if you've been trying to cut down on sugar, trying to cut down on carbohydrates to control Candida, then how about try this instead? Try cutting down on fat. And dramatically cutting down on fat. See if you can cut it out altogether and see what that does for your Candida. If you go a couple days with no fat at all, I would venture to guess that you're going to have no Candida issues at all within a couple of days. So I hope that this video has helped you understand a little bit more about how Candida works and why it's there. And if you would like, I have a free recipe ebook that has delicious low-fat salad dressings in it that you can get by going to happysexyhealthy.net and just signing up for my newsletter. You'll get this free recipe ebook that has these low-fat salad dressings in it, and that will help you get started on your new low-fat diet, even if you just want to give it a shot for a little bit. Okay, I love you guys. I hope this has helped you, and if it has, leave me a comment below. Love you. Bye.